Oh, it started as a civics club after-school project, and now a group of high school students is raising awareness and effecting change with the help of organ procurement organization Live On New York. They're learning about the gift of life.
This is called our rescue center, and the reason it's called our rescue center is there are 100,000 people on the wait list in the United States.
That list, people waiting for life-saving transplants. 100,000 people across the country, 8,000 New Yorkers alone. This group of students from Union Square Academy for Health Sciences got an inside look at Live On New York's rescue center in Long Island City, rarely seen by the public.
The surgical recovery team is a mobile OR team, so they go into any of our donor hospitals.
The team is getting ready to head out on another mission. Somewhere the tragedy of death is occurring. But with death comes an incredible act of generosity. The dying person or their family is donating their organ to save the life of another. Nonprofit Live On New York partners with 11 transplant centers and nearly 100 hospitals. The students learned about the tissue and organ donation process with access to the Donate 8 Simulation Center, housing a mock ICU and operating room.
There could be a team in that room for every organ being donated, and that team could consist of anywhere from 1 to 3 or 4 people.
For these students, it began with the Civics Club project last year, led by now 18-year-old seniors Nicholas Reyes and Noble Otamensa. They successfully raised the percentage of voter registration at their school, but then realized while eligible students checked the box to vote, there was another box they may not understand the implications of.
Looking at the numbers, our entire high school population, 0% were signed up. And it's not because they didn't want to sign up to become an organ donor. They didn't even know that option existed. Whether or not they want to become an organ donor is totally up to them, but we have to teach them that they have this right.
The grassroots effort at their school led to a partnership outside the classroom with Live On, leading to today's tour and immersive experience.
If my students were in class, they wouldn't have learned nearly as much as being here. So I think we need to find creative ways to take our students out of the classroom to get inspired so they realize that they can impact change.
That's what's protecting the kidney. It's a shock absorber. It also brings nutrition to the kidney.
Students were given a look at something they likely have never seen before, a human kidney monitored in a mechanical preservation pump, ready to be transplanted into another person, giving that person the gift of life. Recognizing whether you choose to be an organ donor or not is a personal decision. They say they just want to encourage a conversation.
The first step would be just to talk about it, right? Research about it, learn about how organ donation works in your state, your city, your county.
The Simulation Center was only unveiled in October of 2024, and in addition to using it to educate the public, Live On staffers also get hands-on training in these very rooms.
There are people around the country right now sitting around a bed hoping and praying that somebody's going to step up to save their loved one's life. Somebody who passes away wants to give that gift of life. We're only stewards of that gift.
All right. Great organization and great group of kids.